Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is M.R. Anglin. I'm a YA and middle grade author of science fiction and fantasy. And we've been reading through my book, The Intergalactic Civilian Defense Agency, Book 1, Team Captain Alexander Donson. In Chapter 2, Alex learned that in order to use the agency's ships to go about his business, he must first gather a team around him. This team needs to have a captain, a first officer, an astropilot, medical tech, technical specialist, star navigator, and protocol director. He received a special data hub, which he can use to find appropriate team members, and was escorted with Tajay, his friend, to the training members' dorm. And now let's get into Chapter 3. These are nice accommodations. Alex shoved the last of his shirts in the drawer and slammed it shut. He and Tajay stood on opposite ends of the room they had been assigned to. It had two of everything: 2 beds, 2 lamps, 2 night tables, but only 1 chest of drawers to share. The white walls had nothing to them. The agency left the walls blank for occupants to decorate, but Alex had no such compulsions. For one, he didn't care about room decor. For another, he didn't plan to stay long. One of the beds had been placed underneath the window, while the other one sat on the opposite end of the room next to the half bathroom. All the agents on the floor shared the shower facility at the end of the hall. Alex sat on his bed. "Are you sure you don't want this bed next to the window, Taj?" Tajay shook his head. "I stink when I go." He pointed to the bathroom. "Your mess is not too bad." Alex plopped on his back. Even through the ultraviolet shielding, he felt the double suns heat him through. "I can stink when I go too, you know." Tajay grunted. He went back to his unpacking. "You're not fooling anyone, Taj." Alex put his hands under his head. "You always do this. You play the nice guy and let me have the better everything. It's annoying." Tajay rubbed his hands together. "Part of my evil plan." Alex snorted. "Your attempt at humor is pathetic." Finished unpacking, Tajay closed his night table drawer. "Then let's visit the training gym." Alex hopped to his feet. "I'm anxious to see who we can recruit for our team." "No." Tajay pointed to the bed. "Sleep." "The suns are still up." Alex motioned to the window. "You traveled far." Tajay pointed to Alex's bed. "Sleep." "What are you, my mother?" Alex headed for the door. Tajay slipped in front of him. "Sleep now." "I'm not tired." Alex stared at Tajay in the eyes. "Get out of the way." Tajay did not move. Alex bit back a curse beneath his clenched teeth. "Look, if you let me go now, I promise I'll go to bed early tonight, all right?" Alex bobbed his head as he did when he was weighing out 2 options to himself. "Okay." He stepped out of the way. "Why do you do that?" Alex put his hands on his hips. "Sometimes you really do act like a mother. Are you sure you're not a female grudget?" "Must take care of you." Tajay tapped his head. "It's in my head." "That's what you always say, but why?" Alex leaned on the door handle. "Why do you feel the need to take care of me?" Tajay slumped his shoulders. He shrugged. Alex sighed. Poor Taj. Sometimes he looks so lost. "Don't worry, big guy." Alex patted his shoulder. When his hand touched Tajay's shoulder, a fuzzy image bobbed its way to the surface of Alex's mind. He put his hand on his forehead, trying to catch it, but it slipped away even as he reached out to grasp it. "Taj, I have this feeling the way you act has something to do with your species. I don't know why, but the idea has been in my head for as long as I can remember." Alex took a deep breath as the image faded completely. "Maybe when we find your family, they can give us a hint about what goes on in that head of yours. But first, we have to locate them. So we have to recruit new team members as quickly as possible." Tajay nodded. "Let's get started." Alex opened the door. "Hello there!" A young man a few years older than Alex thrust his head through the door. "What the?" Alex swung. His fist slammed into the boy's cheek, sending him reeling and collapsing on the floor. Alex stood over him and Tajay growled at him from behind. "Who the heck are you?" Alex said. "Ow!" The boy pressed his hand to his cheek. "That's quite a swing you have." "I guess I surprised you. Sorry. I'm Thomas Card, team captain of the agency's number 4 team. My team and I act as dorm leaders for training barracks 1 through 4. I heard of your transfer, so I wanted to welcome you to the agency." "Sorry about that." Alex reached out his hand to help him up. It's okay, Taj. No threat. Tajay grunted through his nose, but he stood straight. As soon as he saw Tajay, Thomas scrambled to the other side of the hallway. What sort of species are you? Alex rolled his eyes. Typical reaction. This is my teammate Tajay. He's a grudget. A grudget? Thomas picked himself off the ground. I've never seen one in person before. He looked up at Tajay's face. He's large. So I've heard, Alex said. With a guy like this on our team, we'll hit number 1 for sure. Thomas rubbed his hands together. This is my lucky day. He clapped Alex's back. And yours too. How would you like to join my team? Alex started. He glanced up at Tajay, who shrugged. Really? Alex said. Just like that? I've seen your scores, Alex. Thomas straightened his uniform. A navy blue jacket, white belt with gold buckle, tie, maroon pants, and white boots. You'd be a great asset to my team. Alex scratched his hair. It would make our lives much easier, but I'd feel bad swooping in. What about the rest of your team? Won't they feel strange about suddenly having a new captain? What are you talking about? Thomas's grin faded. You wouldn't be the team captain. I would. In that case, no thanks, Alex grinned. I joined the agency with a particular agenda in mind, so I'd have to be a team captain. Fair enough. Thomas stroked his chin where a beard was coming in. No worries then, as long as you don't join any of the other top 10 teams. I doubt any of them will let me be team captain. Alex nudged Tajay. Let's go. Nice meeting you, Thomas. Sorry about the cheek. Get some ice on it. It shouldn't bruise for more than a day or two. He closed the door and headed down the hall. Oh, where are you off to? Thomas kept in pace with them. Taj and I are going to find some recruits for our team. You got here 2 hours ago and you're already off to recruit? Boy, you don't waste any time. Thomas put his hands on his hips. I'll show you the training gym. It's a state-of-the-art facility and the best place to find new recruits. Thanks. Alex glanced at Tajay, who nodded. You two will like it here, Thomas smiled at them. The teams are competitive, but for the most part, top teams do their best to help the new recruits out. We're all looking to become the best we can. Sounds good to me. Thomas grabbed Alex's shoulder. In that case, we'll get along great. He shook him hard. Alex stumbled a bit before catching his balance. He grinned. He liked this Thomas character. And that is the end of Chapter 3. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it and you want to buy the book, the link will be in the description. Please like, subscribe, comment, and click the notification bell. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time for Chapter 4. Bye-bye.